How's it going, everybody? I'm back at it with another one. And today we're talking comparison. So, you know how we're doing this. We're taking a smile at a time. Because if not now, when? All right, guys. Today I wanted to talk comparison. And, no quotes today, just comparison. And I want to talk comparison because I don't know. I don't hear those types of talks enough. At least I don't think it's getting spoken about enough. So the reason I want to talk comparison is because there's a lot of people out there who, they're on their phone all day scrolling, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, YouTube, whatever the app is, the social media, just right there scrolling, scrolling all day. That's actually the reason I don't get on certain platforms, because once I get on, I'm just right there all day. You lose track of time that way. You get lost in it. So I stopped myself and limited myself from certain social media apps for that reason, because I was like, I can't be doing this like just right there doing that all day. It's not going to work. So because people do that, they start seeing these influencers, or a lot of people will do it with rappers or NBA stars or NFL stars, whatever the celebrity is, whether it's a movie star, a big time NFL player or something, whoever that person is that's doing good, doing well for themselves, a lot of people like to start comparing. Even I think it mostly happens with influencers, or even like some people they think are their friends, or that you think you're their friend, or however that may work. A lot of people start, oh, this person went on vacation. They're over here. Look at this, and trying to show other people. Oh, look at this. He thinks he's cool just because he got them shoes. Oh, he thinks he's bad because he bought that hat, or, whatever the case is. That starts leaving a negative taste in your mouth. That starts, you start comparing and start thinking like, oh, well, why can't I do that? Why can't this, that, and the other? Or I can do that. And, you start hating on people because of their success, when in reality what you're doing is you're hating on them and you're not doing anything. So that starts leaving a hole within yourself. That starts putting something on you that, like I say, you turn into a hater. And then now you're just like, oh, well, this person's over here doing this person's over here doing that, and oh, he thinks he's cool because of this or that, or you know what I mean? Like, you start really comparing your situation to theirs, comparing your life to theirs, comparing your things, your materialistic things, to theirs. When on the flip side of that, those influencers, those NBA stars, NFL stars, movie stars, whoever it is, I think it happens mostly with influencers. A lot of them actually have to go and they have to be on their phone all the time. That's why they get those ring lights. That's why they get green screens or whatever type of screens. They get all these different types of lighting, and they're shooting videos on their phone all day. Some of them I know probably go through, once they record a video, they go watch it. Oh, that wasn't good. And another one. Do that again. Oh, that wasn't good. Another one. And another one. And another one. They turn into DJ Khaled for a second. And another one. And they got to keep doing video after video after video. That one doesn't work. Another one. That one doesn't work. Another one. If that one does work, cool. Now I got to do my edits, do all this stuff, put that one up, and record another one. So it's just a certain, what people don't realize is those influencers, it does take a lot. But those people have grown accustomed to that, to where they're used to that type of workload. They're used to being on it and on it and on it, to where what they're doing is it's like a documentary almost. A whole thing on their life, what they're doing day in and day out. So a lot of these people, once they do those things and start uploading to whatever platform they're uploading to, which is normally going to be all of them, after that, they start monetizing, because they start building up that following. Once they start monetizing, they're able to get paid off of it. They're able to make money off of it. Now they're able to go on those vacations. They're able to buy those shoes, buy those hats, the watches, game system, or whatever it is that they buy. The big TV or whatever. Better camera system, better lighting, or you know what I mean? So a lot of these people, all certain people are doing is just sitting on their couch and scrolling, and then hating on that person because that person has this and I don't. But yet that person's working for it and you're not. So what do you think's going to happen? You know what I mean? The people that put in that work are going to be able to get those things that are coming to them, which, a lot of these people do like to be flashy with it, show all those vacations they go on, show the bling bling that they get, show the big thing. They like to be flashy with, show the cars they get, the shoes, the hat, whatever the case is. A lot of them like to be flashy. I'm not fond of that. If I had all this money, I'm not going to be buying all these things and then showing, oh, look at this that I just got. Look at this I'm not like that. And a lot of people actually aren't like that. Some people are, though. And for those people that are, it rubs the people who don't do anything the wrong way. Because yes, those people have worked for that. These people over here, you have this other people on the spectrum who aren't doing anything but want to hate on this person for doing something. Not necessarily for that reason. That reason is because they have all this and this person doesn't. But in reality, that's what it is. You're hating on that person just because they have and you don't, yet they're working for it, you're not. You know what I mean? So if you really want those things in life, you want to be able to enjoy those vacations, whatever materialistic thing it is, you got to put in the work. Once you put that work in, then you'll start seeing a return on that investment. You know what I mean? Once you get a return on that investment, you can spend that money however you like. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. But as you spend your money on those different things, you got to be smart with your money as well. And then you got to be able to start investing, start saving, and start putting your money in the right places. But the whole thing today is comparison. You got to stop comparing, because this person's out here doing this and if you're not, what do you think? What do you expect? You're not going to get anything I used to be that person where back in the day, I was that person where, oh man, I need a job. And I was expecting someone just to call my phone. Hey, we need people right here. Are you looking for a job? And then boom, get a job. And it don't work that way. Oh man, I wish I had this hat. Man, I wish I had a car. Man, I wish I had, and expecting for that thing just to be given to me on a silver platter. And things don't work that. Life doesn't work that way. That's not how things work out. So you got to if whatever it is you want, put the work in for it. I wanted a job. I went out and got one. After a while, once I was able to get my mind right, start getting in the right mindset, then I was able to go and you know what? If I want a job, I got to go start putting in applications. I got to go start doing open interviews. Wherever they have an open interview, go do an open interview. You know what I mean? So things aren't necessarily going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You have to go put in that work, but you have to stop comparing yourself, because comparing yourself is just a negative thing, and you're just going to go down. That's a spiral downwards. If you start comparing, oh, this person and this person and this person and this person, they have this and I don't. They have that and I don't. Like, well, some of these people are actually putting in the work. You know what I mean? Like another good example is, I won't say any rappers' names specifically, but there's certain rappers out there. I don't think it's so much now. I don't listen to a lot of the new music now, but a lot of the rappers from when I was still listening to music, some of them were coming out, and I'm like, oh man, these guys are trash. They're garbage. Like I start listening to them, I'm like, what are you saying? You know what I mean? Because I just think it's absolute trash. But I also gave credit where credit was due. I think you're trash. I'm not a rapper, so no one's going to listen to what I got to say about that. But at the same time, even though I think you're trash, you're still a millionaire. You're still making it. You made it out the hood. You made it out of that lifestyle. And now you're doing good. Now you have the big house with a flashy car and everything. But you came from the bottom and you were able to make it up there. And now you are successful and doing good. And as much as I don't like your music, you're setting that influence for somebody else, to where now somebody else who might like your music will be like, hey, you know what? This guy is good. I like that. And they might have been able to influence the next big rap star, the next Eminem, the next Drake, the next Tupac, next Biggie. You know what I mean? Like the next big artist that's out there. But, I might not like him. I might not listen to him. But if this person does, and that person is able to come up and become the next big thing because of this person who I didn't like, hey, that's a good thing. That's a plus. So that you have to stop the comparison, because that's just going to leave you stuck in a rut, stuck where you're at, hating life, being negative, just hating on this person and that person and this thing and that thing. And you're going to hate not getting ahead and not not being where you feel you should be, but at the same time, you're not taking the necessary steps in order to get to where you need to be, where you feel you should be. So all that comparison, end that today. Stop that today. Write comparison down. Put that circle with that slash through it, or just cross it off in red Sharpie. Boom, right across. Comparison, right across it in red or black, however you want to do it. But write that down. Put an X through it. Cross it off or whatever. Make sure you can still read it though, but make sure there's that line through it or something through it, so you know from this point forward, you got to stop that. Just stop all right now. It's not worth it. Like I said, you're not going to get anywhere just comparing yourself the whole time. I don't compare myself to anybody. So what I'm going to say right now is, yes, I am a motivational speaker. Yes, I am the best. Because in my eyes, I'm the best. In order to be the best, you got to see yourself as the best. But if you're comparing yourself, you're never going to elevate. You're never going to be able to take that step. You're never going to be able to get to the next level or the next tier or whatever it is you're trying to get. You're never going to get there. I don't compare myself to anybody. Why? Because I'm not the next big motivational speaker. No, whoever it is right now, put their name right there. I'm not the next one. No, I'm Carlos. You know, I do want my name up there next to theirs in that Hall of Fame, like I mentioned before. I want my name up there with theirs. So when you think of this motivational speaker, oh man, that guy did it all. That guy was the best. Oh, but we can't forget about Carlos. I don't compare myself to anybody. And I see myself as the best. And that's the way it is. So anyone else out there that's a motivational speaker, if you're the best, cool. I'm the best and I'm going to prove it. Because I'm going to keep doing this thing. I'm doing this day in, day out, putting out videos, I'm doing what I need to do on my end. I'm not worried about what anyone else is doing. I'm not comparing because there's no comparison. And I'm I'm trying to elevate and get myself to the next level, whatever that next level is for me. And that's where I'm going to stick with just next level. Because I am the best. And that's the way I see it. You know what I mean? So again, I don't compare. You need to stop comparing, because you're never going to be able to get to the next level or get anywhere if you're too busy comparing what you have and your lifestyle and the way you are, comparing that to somebody else. There's only one of you. One. You know what I mean? You got to stop being like this person, stop being like that person, stop trying to be like, and whoever's name it is. Stop doing it. Stop comparing. You got to do you, and I promise you, as you do you start taking that step, and you start progressing, and you start seeing that change, I'm telling you, you'll be able to get up there. But you got to stop comparing. The greats, look at the greats right now. Any of the great, whatever you like to do, whether you like watching movies, you like NFL, you like NBA, you like rappers, whatever it is, look at the best people in those fields and see if they compared themselves to anybody, because I guarantee you they didn't. Michael Jordan, bet you he didn't compare himself to anybody. Look where he's at. Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes is probably next one up. He might be even better than Tom Brady. I bet you Patrick Mahomes ain't comparing himself to anybody, because there's only one Patrick Mahomes. There's only one Tom Brady. There's only one Jerry Rice. There's only one Michael Jordan. There's only one Tupac. Or if you're a Biggie fan, there's only one Biggie. You know what I mean? There's only one of each of the greats. And they didn't compare themselves. They were too worried about putting in the work and doing what they got to do in order to elevate and become the best. They didn't do that by comparing. So I'm telling you, all that stops today. All that stops now. Stop comparing. And I'm telling you, just take that step. And then as you're taking those steps and you progress, it will get easier. It will get better. You'll run into your roadblocks. But keep at it. And I'm telling you, you'll end up making next level, to where you'll end up getting to where you want to be. But you've got to stop comparing. All right? So that's it for today. Remember, you're taking this a mile at a time. Because if not now, when?